Hey there, Scorpios. Can you guys hear me? Hello, Scorpios. Hello, Scorpios. Thank you guys for joining me on the Scorpio Love Chat here. Scorpios, can you guys hear me? Scorpios, can you guys hear me? Thank you, Donna. I appreciate you. Hello, Yummy Todd. Hey, Donna, just Scorpio Angela. Hey, Araya, Jillian. Hello, everyone. Hey, Scorpios. Hey, beloved. Hey, Desaja. Thank you, darling. I'm so happy that you guys join me this evening. We're gonna tap into the energy and see. Hey, Alan Falter, and we're just trying to educate ourselves and just come together collectively and just figure out some things. How about that, Scorpio? So, hey, Blaine. So the topic this evening, Scorpios, is when should you let it go? Now, as we all know, looking at the energy that's going on in the world, a lot of domestic violence here. Um, Sometimes you can put so much energy into such a toxic situation till you don't have a happy ending. Hey, Herman, thank you for joining me. You know how you think that it's gonna get better, but it end up not getting better, and you end up getting out of here, taken out of here. You hear all these horrendous stories about these baby daddies taking out their baby mama and even the babies, y'all. And sometimes it's because someone decides that they want better. They've had all they can take and they deserve better here. And so what we're trying to find out is when is enough? When should you throw in the towel? After you've done everything that you can do, because it takes two. You cannot hold a relationship together with just one person here. So how long is long enough? After you've tried it over and over again, you keep getting the same old negative results. When do you throw in the towel, Scorpio? I want to know, Scorpio. I recall, Scorpio, because it's so weird, because we are indeed living in a lesson here. Because, hey, Derek, how are you? Because I remember when years ago here, I had this close friend of mine, and she was beautiful here, but hey, Verna, she had 5 children, but she didn't look like she had 5 children. She had the shape and everything, but she had 5 kids. And back in the day, people can be like, dang, I didn't know you had 5 kids, and hey, Bridget, and stuff like that. But really, they were complimenting her because they were telling her they didn't know that she had 5 kids because she looked so good. And so she was involved with the guy. Now she had 5 kids, so everybody who thinking that just because you got children you can't get somebody, that's an effort. That's just a lie. It's always someone out here for everyone. So I know that he was so jealous of her, I was the single person. I always admired how he paid attention to her, and she wasn't cheating on him. I was the single one. I was out there, dancing and flirting, but not her. She respected her relationship, y'all, and it was so funny, but it was so cute because a lot of times he wouldn't want her to go out, but we'd go out anyway. A lot of times when she's about to drop me off at the house, I can recall at least 2 times on her way dropping me off home, we see him walking to my house. And I said, girl, is that your man? I said, girl, your man walking over here looking for you. Because he beat her, pissed her off. He tried to step out on her and cheat on her. But it's been so many times where she always run to me, because he done hurt her feelings. But he was in love with her. But the overall, but I guess what I'm saying is that, although it looked like they had a shaky start, and by society standards, she already had a ready-made family. But like I say, it's, hey, McKeezy, why they acting like this don't work? I don't know, McKeezy, but maybe you should hold that thought and come up here and tell us from a male's perspective about how long you should hold on to relationships. We would like to hear masculines talk, because We talk all the time, and we be pulling these cards trying to figure it out. But if you're not shy, save that energy and come on up here and chop it up with brown eyes and all of the beautiful rest of us, awesome Scorpios. Hey, woo, child, and Jesse Wells here. So, but the moral of the story is, Scorpio, they end up getting married, honey. They end up getting married against all odds. He didn't give a shit that she had kids. He was in love with her. They worked it out. They got it to, and they end up marrying each other. But I'm telling you, that dude was used to. I mean, one time we went to the club and it was wintertime. We came back outside to get in the car. He done came up to the club and got her car because he didn't want her to go. And so he really don't know what position he put his woman in. So fellas, just in case you don't know, don't ever put your feminine in no position where she's in need of help from another man. So while he playing petty and in his feelings, he came and picked up her ride, which was her ride. He had a key too. Leave her out there stranded, and another man came and picked her up. I'm talking about a baller had all his stuff together, everything. He had to drop her off to her man's house just to get her ride. So I'm just saying it could have the other way, but just because she was invested in him and she was loving him, you know, he put her through unnecessary shit. He could have lost this girl doing that type of stuff. But when it starts being physical, when you start being mentally, emotionally, physically, even financially abused, isn't that enough? You would think it is, because how many people do we know that we be looking at their relationship saying, girl, you should have been gone. Ain't no way in hell I'll still be with him. But they don't leave. And it's because they have to decide when enough is enough. Because as horrible as it may be, and as toxic as other people's relationships may be, some of those relationships actually land and they end up being something. I'm just saying, hey, Mary, Latasha, you just Scorpio. I'm just saying, you know, but you're not going to know that if you don't stick in it. Sometimes it's so toxic, you can't stay in it. So how long do you feel? You said 16 is 16 years long enough. Well, come on, Dirt. Do you want to come up here and talk about it, Dirt Biker? Because you, hey, big ups to you. You stuck it out for 16 years. Hey, you deserve something. Surely you've learned some lessons. If you stuck it out for 16 years, surely you learned something. Maybe you can come share with the rest of us Scorpios, Dirt Biker. Now, don't y'all masculines get up here and get to talking in the comment section, but y'all scared to come. Y'all can use y'all avatar. Y'all ain't got to come away from behind the screen. Don't be scared. See, that's what we need, more masculines to take more control over the situation. Because some of these masculines, they hurt. They get envious and upset with their feminine because they want better. They elevated. They're growing. They're manifesting good things. And some of these people, 6 months, Alan, well, that's not bad. That's good. You know, don't you want to come here and talk to me, Alan, or Elaine? Elaine, is that Elaine Fulcher? Elaine Fulcher, is that you? Can you come up here and talk about it? See, y'all scared to talk about it. Y'all want everybody else to talk about it, but I'm open. Look, how long, Latasha, how long should stay in a relationship? Latasha McQueen. Toy Scorpio. He was controlling just Scorpio, but he was in love with her. It was cute to me. What did I know? I was single. I was on the outside looking in, but I know that he really loved her. And I just thought that was just a beautiful thing. You too much of an impact. What you mean, Dirk? Oh, you can feel it, huh? But see, yeah, that's I guess that's a good thing for Scorpios, because we can feel those things, but a lot of times we're sent into people's lives to bring a point, some type of change here. I feel like here, Scorpio. My man was gone for 4 days, said he was in rehab, but he couldn't show me proof. Oh, girl, he said he used a rehab, 4 days rehab. I don't know. Cecilia Martinez says 20 years relationship. Wow. 20 years. You want to come up and talk about it, Cecilia? So were you married, or were you just waiting on someone to get their stuff together? Sometimes you can wait so long, when do you hit your breaking point, Kavana? Because everybody's breaking point is not the same. Some people feel like they're gonna change, and we hear so many cases where they don't change, they just get worse. Waiting, but you got tired. But hey, you did 20 years in, honey. Kudos to you. So surely the universe is reward you, honey, if you just don't get discouraged. But 20 years is a long time to put in here. So what do you feel like? What do you feel like is the last straw when you should really let go? Denise Minna says 17 years married, now single, loving me now. Wait a minute. Let me put this up here. Loving me now, and it's a beautiful thing when you find you. The best advice to never lose sight of who you are. Now that's real talk. Beautiful, beautiful energy, Denise. I totally believe you and agree. That is beautiful. Yeah, the crying and I'm sorry gets me. I'm working on changing that. It's time I've moved on. It's time I moved on. I'm working on changing that. It's time I moved away to the mountains where I feel best and hopefully find changes for the better. Well, honey, you look like you finna go in hermit mode. Scorpio, you can't help but to come out better. Thank you, Latasha. You want to come up and talk, Latasha? But I feel like the most important thing is that you don't hold a grudge and it doesn't stop you from moving forward. Because when people do you wrong for so long, you don't have the you're not the same. It closes up your heart space, and Scorpio and Libra there. So that's like showing emotions to someone not showing it, huh? You say you seen this girlfriend? Hey, Laverne. Also, you talking about the other person, Cecilia? Wow. Seem like y'all both hung in there, huh? You would talk, Cecilia. Come on up, sweetie. You want to come up? Let me drop the link. Hey, Darnell. 30 something, 7 years married. I'm at 30 something said 7 years married. I'm at this point right now deciding. I've been in hermit mode for a while, conflicted on staying or leaving. Well, are you guys talking about it together? Because you can't I guess you can make that decision on your own, but it would be nice if they open up. See, it seems like that's the easiest thing we should do here. Your connection is not, your device is not connected, Connie. But it seems like the easiest thing to do that would really solve a lot of different things if everyone would just man and woman up and just communicate. But it seems like when we start talking about infidelity and love and things like that, don't nobody want to talk about it, but they doing what they want to do. Well, come on up here, Latasha McQueen. Come on in, honey. Hey, Serenity. Let me see your face, Connie. I don't need to see nobody humping in the ground and in the background. Thank you, darling. Beautiful. Thank you. She's so beautiful. Okay, Connie. Okay, girl.
Connie is my real name's Cecilia,
Okay, Cecilia.
but that's okay. I'm Cecilia. You're fine.
Welcome, Cecilia. You're so beautiful.
Scorpio. I listen to your broadcast all the time. As many times as
Thank
you've gone,
you.
I'm on it. Thank you.
Thank you.
So yeah, I was saying about my 20-year relationship.
So you
Um,
wasn't, wait a minute, you wasn't married to him?
no, I didn't want to get married to him.
Okay.
We have a 13-year-old son, but I got tired. He drank a lot, drank a lot, drank a lot. I've been telling him, he didn't want to stop. He continued. It just got really bad. So when when he decided he wanted to go to rehab, listen to this. So I already had feelings already. I'm like, this is not right. Something's off, right? So
Mm-hmm.
Friday, and get you. I think this had to have been planned because he decided he wanted to go to rehab when he had 9 days of vacation from his job.
Are you serious? How did you find that out?
Because Friday night he should have came home at around 1, so he didn't roll in till like 9 o'clock at night. So he's laying there drunk, right? He's like, "Oh, so I got to tell you that they got a room for me at some cliffside Malibu out in California." And he goes, "Then I'm gonna go in on Sunday." And I'm just like, "Yeah, right, okay." So then he went ahead. Supposedly he stood home Saturday, and then Sunday he got up really early and took off. I got up at like 8:30, and he was
Mm-hmm.
gone. And so I'm like, okay, I didn't like the way I was feeling already, you know? So he supposedly, because I know when you
Mm-hmm.
go to rehab, I understand that they don't let you have phones or anything. So all of a sudden he's saying, I can't use a phone. And I go, well, then show me proof, because if you're not going to show me proof, I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm already going to be
Mm-hmm.
57 years old next week, you know?
Oh, look at you. Yes, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
And
So
you
he's
still
so,
got to enjoy your spirit though. That's awesome.
yeah, I have to keep it up for my son,
So
and
let
for
me ask you
myself.
something. Cecilia, now you say you've been with your person 20 years. And you say you
Yes.
didn't want to marry him, yet you stuck it out for 20 years. What was important in that connection that made you compelled to kind of stay that long?
Um, I know this is wrong to say this. Of course, I loved him, but I think it
Hmm.
was more so because of my son. I know,
Yeah,
of course I loved him, and I
yeah.
wanted, but I know I'm doing more damage with him. But I mean, he had his good points, but it just got to the point where it's like I can't take it anymore. It's just bringing me down.
Hmm.
So, and then, to make a long story short, he's a womanizer.
Mm.
So on his Facebook, he blocked me.
Oh,
So he had,
really?
yes, and he
It,
had
was
a
this
bunch
before? Was this after you broke up, or while you were with?
before. This happened
Oh
like
my
four
God! So
months
he didn't want you
ago.
to see what he doing, huh?
Right. And so then he had a bunch of girls, like over 3,000 girls, sexy girls and little, those kind of girls. And so,
Yes.
he had that. So I was already like up and beyond. So you think by this point, when Sunday happened, I'm just like, so I told him, you know what? He tried to come back on Monday, I think it was. No, 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 I'm sorry, yesterday. And I told him, you know what? Don't bother. You can't show me proof, and I'm not going to go back and forth and try to tell you, give me proof. I'm whatever. You know what I mean? Come and get your shit. Excuse my language. Come and get it. And so, and right now I'm just trying to be civil. I didn't do that in front of my son. I just try to be civil. I don't have
Yeah.
no malice towards him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already over to that point where I don't want malice, whatever. It
Mm-hmm.
just, whatever. But, it's just where a woman gets tired and tired and tired, and it got to the
Anybody gets tired. In 20 years, you put 20 years in there. So how long has it been since you separated from him?
Oh, it's only been like 2 days.
Oh, snap. Really? Oh, wow. You don't think you're going to have a relapse?
I'm trying to work on my mind and everything, and I know
Yeah.
your readings help a lot, and I know that some of them are towards me, not all of them, like you said, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to work on myself so I don't go back to that, fall back into that pit. I mean, okay, so if you say you're sober, then I just don't feel like I want to go back again. So it's a every day, every hour process that,
Yes.
I have to work on, but I have to work it in from the inside out,
Yeah.
and I'm getting there, but I don't want to fall back in there again.
Well, it seems like you may have a lot of connecting things. Seems like you built so much within this connection. It's not. It doesn't seem like you're gonna be. It's like it's been a couple of days. If you live with this person for so many years, and now are you still living? I mean, are you think that there's a possibility that you guys are gonna be back under the same roof? Do you have to come in and out and?
The way I feel right now, no. He's already looking for a place.
But you are still living together.
No,
Okay. Okay.
no, no, no. Whatever he had, he took. But see, he had all this planned because he had been putting all of his stuff in storage for the last 2 months because
Really?
we weren't getting along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I feel that it was all planned. So you all of a sudden you're gonna
Yeah.
go to rehab when you're on
Yeah.
vacation. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid I'm not. So
Yeah.
I just said let him hang himself, you know. And so I want to tell you really quick. So he ended up going to the hospital yesterday morning. He sends me a picture of a wristband from the hospital that he was admitted. So I'm thinking to myself, what are you trying to like do that for? Are you trying to get off the subject of your 4 days and not showing me proof? Please give me a break. I just like whatever,
Yeah.
you know?
Well,
So
I think it's just going to take some time, but I think you're on the right track, Cecilia. I think you're very, very strong and bold and daring, and it takes a lot to disconnect, especially from a Scorpio, because we tend to linger, we do, but I feel like it's just because we really are in love, and you can't turn it on and off like a switch. So, but I
uh-huh.
wish you the best. I hope things work out for you. I hope you come out on top because you deserve love. You deserve to be happy even if it's not in their relationship. And I'm just gonna throw this out here now because this is life. Life has a funny way of working things out. You never know. I ain't trying to tell you take your person back, but I'm just saying, once you continue to put your energy on Cecilia and not have to worry about that because it's gonna take some time. As long as you heal, then you're open up to beautiful and better things, even if it means that person healing and getting their set together and you coming back. Because look, I know y'all don't want to hear it, but some of y'all gonna get back with your exes now. I look now. Don't throw nothing at the screen now.
No, no,
Don't
I
be trying to
don't. I
hit me.
don't. Yeah, I
For
know. I
some, for
understand.
some.
I don't take it like that. But I want to say again, thank you for you doing your lives. It's helped me a lot. I'm telling you, I'm always on it. I get my notifications and I'm watching it, but it does make a lot of sense. And like you said, take it as it fits. And so I don't like
Yes.
everyone. I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I
Yes,
use.
absolutely. But see, you're more wiser. You're more mature. Some things you're only gonna get by living. They
Right.
used to tell me when I was a kid. Wait, they wouldn't say nothing but keep on living, and I'm like, well, I am gonna keep on living. And now that I'm grown, I'm like, oh crap, that's what you meant. I see now. Oh crap.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. But yeah, thank you for bringing, may
Thank
have
you,
been able to
daughter.
get
I'm gonna let
on.
somebody else come up, but stay in the chat. Thank you so much, Cecilia.
Okay,
If
thank
I
you,
don't get a chance to see you
beautiful.
before
You're
you,
so
if
beautiful. I
I
love
don't get
your
a chance to see you before your birthday, happy, beautiful, amazing, abundant
oh,
born day. May you live in your soul's purpose and get the heart's desire that you so justifiably deserve, Cecilia. You deserve to be happy. And I'm claiming and sending you victory your way
mhm.
so that you can continue towards your path of healing because it starts with healing before you can do anything else. You got to heal.
Thank you. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome.
You're so beautiful. Thank
Thank
you.
you, darling. You are too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you next time, love. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right, now who next here? I know Denise been back there. Let's see what you're talking about. I got you in just a second, just Scorpio. I see Denise been trying to come up here. She got a lot of something to say. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Let's see. Look, say that energy. Hey, you
Oh,
all
peace.
here?
Hey,
There you go.
yes,
Hey,
can you hear
love.
me?
How are you, darling?
All is well. Can you hear
Yes.
me? Okay, peace and love, my
Yes, I
queen.
can.
Oh my goodness.
Peace and love to you, darling.
I simply just adore your readings. I do. And I'm glad that
Thank
you
you.
spoke on this topic here and everything. And as I stated, in my comment and
Mhm.
everything, married for 17 years, now divorced,
Wow.
engaged twice, all of
Hmm.
that. But I would tell people, when it's time to leave a relationship, basically when they're not pouring into you. And we as women, we already know it, but we sit there and try to fight and
Yes.
hold on and
Yes.
oh, I'm hoping that he change and this, that, and the other.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, I tell people never lose sight of who you are. Learn to love
Right.
you. Learn
Mm-hmm.
to just pour into you and just let the universe just work its magic. Because I'm telling you, I am blessed beyond measures. Every day I get a blessing. You hear me?
I can tell your
Every
energy is
single
vibrant.
every single day. Beautiful children, adult children, one
I already
grandson.
see that. Hey, you
I
still
love
young.
it,
You still young enough that you can bump and grind. See.
baby. I love your wretched hour too. I'd be like, oh Lord, talk
Oh
about that. Oh
goodness.
my goodness. I love it. I
But
love it. I love
tell
it.
me, sweetheart, what made you finally leave? You was there for 17 years. So
Well,
wait a minute, was some of it good? It had something had to be good about it. Was something good
he
about
was
it?
really, you know what? He was the reason I stayed because he catered to my emotions. I'm a
Oh.
Scorpio. So
Mhm.
he catered to my emotions, but he was harsh. He was
Oh
a
wow.
whoremonger. And
Yeah.
how he
Yeah.
found the time to do what he did, and it just behooves me because he came home every day, but he still was out there slanging community. You hear me?
Really? Wow. Wow. I
But
get hey, they say where it's a will, there's a way.
okay, but right now to this day, we are very good friends though now.
Wow.
Yeah, which is a good thing. We don't have any children together.
Hmm.
Um, and we still communicate and talk with each other, and he still be trying to get the panties, but
Of
no.
course, of course.
No, because I
You like,
was
them benefits gone. That came with the relationship. The relationship gone, the kitty gone too.
exactly,
You can't get
exactly.
nothing.
Yes, yes. But and I left because, my biggest fear was being by myself. And I just said, you
Yeah.
know what? And I'm just gonna walk out on faith and just do me. That's what I
Hmm.
did. And I was groomed
Hmm.
to as our elders and them back in the days, you stay with your husband through
That
thick and
girl,
thin and
say it now, say
all of
it.
that. And I was like, okay, but I wasn't happy though, too. That's another thing.
Yes.
Happiness is everything. It really
Yes.
is. At the end of the day, you want to be happy.
That's
Happy,
right.
happy, happy.
And another
So,
thing about them elders, they'll tell you this, girl, you better stay. That's your husband. They be behind the scenes
yeah,
whooping on
yeah,
that, but they be beating on you, cheating on you, and doing everything else, but they'll
all
tell
kind of
you to
stuff.
stay.
And you,
That's how they used to do, girl. That's how they did back in the day. They had them outside babies, but they never, ever left. They wasn't
all
gonna
that
let
stuff
the other woman get them.
swept up under the rug. Ain't never told
Yes,
nobody
I'm
about nothing. You
telling you.
find out you got
Yes.
brothers and sisters and all that. No, no. This a new millennium. No.
Right.
And I'm getting with the program,
Uh,
baby.
Already, you got to do what's best for you.
Yeah, you do. And like right now, I am so happy. It's still a learning experience because again, like I said, I came out of a 17-year marriage. Then
Wow.
2 years later, I got engaged, and then I left that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah, I did. You know how we Scorpios are. They get with us.
Yes.
They don't be wanting to.
Yes.
I want to put a ring
Yes.
on it.
Look, hey, if they blink wrong, they gone.
Gone. Go. Because when we done, we done. We done.
Yes.
That's how we move.
Yes.
That's how we operate.
Yes.
But I will
And a
say
lot
this
of times they
though.
don't know that.
Yeah, but I will say this though. I would tell people don't be bitter, don't be hateful. Learn to forgive, and just have love in your heart. Just if
Hmm.
you know how to master that, the better off you will be. Because again,
Hmm.
life is all about experiences, and it
That's
didn't do
true.
nothing but make me stronger. Hell, all the
That's
craziness that he
right.
did didn't do nothing but push me right on into my destiny where I'm supposed to be. I
That's
mean,
right. That's right. So
babe,
look, thank you, sorry
thank
exes. Thank you, sorry
you.
ex
That's what I say. You ain't do
communicative
nothing but
exes.
make me elevate. Exactly, exactly. So, but like I say, just happiness is key.
It
Happiness is
is.
key. It
It
really
is. You're
is.
right. You're right. And I
Yeah.
see happy, honey. Happy looks good on you, honey.
51. I'm about to be 52 on the night.
Huh?
And I'm loving it. Love Girl, love it. Fabulous.
Beautiful, beautiful energy.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm
Thank you,
always happy.
darling,
I'm
for coming
always
up.
smiling. Yeah.
I
So
appreciate you. I
yes.
smile because of your energy. It's your energies that allow
Yeah.
me to be
Well,
myself.
you have such a beautiful spirit. When I say I watch you all at work, morning, noon, night, I'd be like, hold up, I gotta catch my brown eyes. I got to see what she's talking about.
Thank you.
And when you
I
get to talking,
appreciate
I'd
you
be
so
like,
much.
damn. I mean, did somebody say something to her? Did somebody say what I was? Spirit guide be having you on point, baby girl.
Yeah. All right, my love. I'm gonna drop you in the
Yes.
chat and let just Scorpio come up. Thank you, sweetheart. If
All
you want
right.
to come
Thank you
back
so
up,
much for having me.
thank
Yes.
you. If you want to come back up, just come on back. All right.
All right. All right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right. You're welcome. Thank you, darling.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, she's so sweet. I love her.
Is that right? All right, Just Scorpio. Just Scorpio in the house. Yeah.
Hello,
Hey,
everyone.
darling. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Hope everybody's doing good. Happy birthday, Scorpios.
Woo, woo,
If,
woo.
yes, I'm
Look,
next Friday.
look. Hey, hold on. Don't get mad, Libras. We forgot. We ain't trying to move you on out the way, but I'm just saying. We
My
just saying. Okay.
granddaughter, my granddaughter was this Sunday past, and
Oh,
that's my first
really?
granddaughter, and she made two.
Oh, she's a Libra.
Yes,
Okay.
and when she is a mess. She is bad, brown eyes. She's bad for
She's
2 years old.
beautiful.
But
I know it's amazing for her to be so young, but have such a mature
she
personality. These kids come out mature now.
she does have a mature personality for 2 years old. But I told them, I said she's gonna be she's gonna be something else. She's gonna be demanding. And her energy is demanding, even
Mhm.
as an infant.
So she's a leader.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So
She can't help she was born a boss. Let her be.
yeah. So referring to the topic,
Mhm.
I say maybe 5 years, maybe
Are you
less.
giving a time? Don't you giving a time?
Yes,
Really?
a time because I experienced a time frame, and one phone call done it. One phone call said, I'm done. Like I was going through something, but yet you asking me about something that ain't even significant to what I'm going through. So you know what? I'm done.
So what do you mean? I mean, break that down. What are you saying?
When it comes to toxic relationships and stuff like that, you
Yes, when you
know,
say you had one phone call.
one phone conversation done it. I was like, you know what? I can't do this no more. And I let it go. And it was like, what are you doing? I'm going through something, but you're asking me about something that even you're not even asking what I'm going through, or not even concerned of what I'm going through.
Mm-hmm.
And light bulb went off. That's a wrap.
Yes. Yes. But what if it's sooner than 5 years and then light bulbs start going off?
I see that too. And trust me, it has been, because you can only tolerate so much, especially when they be older than you. And at this point in time, at that time, this was someone that was way older than me.
Wow, and they still had them games going on.
He was he was, how you have men that's messy?
Oh, and like some itches, act like a bunch of chicks. Yeah.
He was like that.
Oh,
But at the
wow.
same time, I knew that he just wasn't right. He had a lot of stuff going on within himself.
Mm-hmm.
And when I look back on it, I'm like, oh, what I know now, it's like something wrong with you,
It sounds like someone who has been in relationships and has been broken and they never healed. They just went on in other relationships and probably took them through changes too. That's
Oh
usually
yeah.
what happens.
And like I said, when I look back on what how I am now, I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare. I've been celibate for 5 years, and
Girl, you better see. Did you see that video? Did you see that video when the picture had them cobwebs on their picture?
yeah, I was cracking up. I said, "God darn it!"
See, that
But
was for you then. See
yeah,
that?
it was. But I'm happy because when you go through certain things in your life, you know, and I tell a lot of people, if I would known what I know now, I don't think I would have had kids.
Hey,
You
we
know?
all say that, but guess what? I feel like a lot of things happen because they were supposed to happen. The person
Yeah,
you have your children with, everything, because somewhere down the line we've had to make some type of choice. It's just that the majority of the world, as we grew up, they wasn't teaching about soulmate connections, spiritual connections, past life connections, and past life and stuff like that. They only talking about right now.
and that's what, and like your other lady, Miss Cecilia, was saying with the ancestors talking about the outside children.
Mhm.
Man, that's like, yeah, back then, yeah, it was like that. It was like that. They didn't say nothing.
They
But guess
did.
what?
Hey, some of them was keeping it. Some of them was raising them babies too.
Exactly. I was like, oh my goodness, yes, I have experienced that. I experienced seeing that type of stuff from where I'm from. And
Yes.
um,
But let me say this. But you see how the masculines act though. Now I do see some masculines in the comment sections talking about they've been hurt, like Herman Belvin. I would like for you to come up, but look how messy these masculines behave though. You're married to someone, but you out here raw dogging it. You all up in this thing like this the one you took the vows with, and then you ain't trying to pull out. But you got a whole wife at home and you creating babies. And
I,
then they don't leave you, because especially if you're the provider. So that means that
yeah,
they got to stick up with your mess.
my youngest son dad passed away of lung cancer. And our relationship was really, really horrible until when I did walk away, I walked away for good, and he couldn't handle it.
Mm.
He couldn't handle it. And
Because the way you give love, it's like they think that it's always going to be available to them, but you get tired too. They don't understand that if you finally walk away, it's because that was the last result. I mean, what else
we
can you do?
we had one encounter that when it ended, and he passed his window of opportunity, and he thought it was going to always be there. And that last window of opportunity flew by. You let it close, and I was done. And before it was done, it was like, back and forth, constantly back and forth. It got to the point where my mom told me, you need to figure out where you want to be at. She told me, if you come back here, you're going to stay. And when I did go back and try to go back again, she didn't let me come back home. I
Oh
had to
my
go.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
She didn't let me come back home. I had to go to my dad, and I didn't want to go, but that's what happened. I had to learn my lesson, because she was like, you're going to keep still. And I told him, I said, you do so much to me. I say, but you're going to really need me one day. And when he got sick, he didn't let me know. He didn't tell me.
Mm.
He told my son. But he wanted me to leave Louisiana and go to Panama City to take care of him. But this is what he said. He said, I need you to come to Panama to help me get well.
Oh wow.
But see,
Wow.
he didn't tell me, because he knew what I had told him. And it was years and years and years, way before he even got sick, that I had told him that, but he remembered what I said. But I just couldn't pick up and leave. I just had my grandsons. They were babies at the time. I couldn't just pick up my life and go to Panama. But yet you left. This is the thing. You left me for somebody else. She was married. You didn't never marry her.
Oh wow, he left you for a married person.
She divorced her husband. She divorced her husband for him. And he didn't never stop asking me to marry him until he passed away.
Oh wow.
But you wanted in certain ways, he wanted his cake and eat it too, because you want me to come to Panama where you live at with this person to help you get well.
Why he didn't ask her to come?
Oh, here's the kicker. She sent him to Houston to one of his sisters. She sent him from Panama in his condition, to Houston. And when he passed, one of his sisters, he was originally from St. Croix. He was from the Virgin Islands, but he had been in Louisiana for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
When I met one of his sisters, she was from New York. She did not want her at the funeral. She was like, I don't even know you, like talking about. She told me, she said, but I knew you wouldn't have done that to my brother. That's what she told me.
So it's like they give you your props on an emotional level, but he wasn't giving back in too. He wasn't giving. It looked like he in this, you look rest in peace, but looked like he just got back what he put out here.
Yes.
And you see how the universe pulled you back in anyway, because you're better than that. You see that?
Yeah. Wow. So when when I decided to to let it go, I want to say Antonio was maybe 7. So at 7 years, that's long enough to, back and forth, in and out. Yeah. You count the in and out, the back and forth. Yeah. And he was like, but he, like I say, he couldn't handle the fact that I completely left him alone.
Yeah, I can't stand y'all. See, that's why I have to check y'all picture before you come up here. You want me to talk about your thing, little, anyway. Girl, he behind the scenes showing his thing. I get so tired of these weirdos. I'm so happy y'all didn't see that. See, that's why I have to see your face before you come up. He was back there jacking off, y'all, but it was small, so y'all didn't miss nothing.
Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm telling you the truth. It wasn't worth showing anyway.
Oh.
Maybe you need to come back when you fully grow up.
But
I mean, weirdos out here, they so weird. Don't nobody want to see that.
No. And really, that's disrespectful to anybody that's in the chat.
Yeah, unless they just a pervert. We got perverts. He's just a pervert, But like I said, your thing too small to be a pervert. You need to get somewhere and sit down. I just hate to say it, but it is what it is. So let's see if Joe, do we have any masculines want to come up here? What is y'all point of view here? So just Scorpio, what's your name again, darling?
My birth name is Brandy.
Brandy says 5 years. Shout out to Darnell on the 25th, Scorpio birthday. So she says 5 years. We know Cecilia stuck it out for 17 years, and some other people have stuck it out for probably 11 years. I see y'all been there 11. It's like when you're waiting on someone to get that shit together, y'all be looking up and you be steady aging and waiting and waiting. So it just seems like, and really you don't know until you actually in that predicament. We could say now what we wouldn't do and what we would do until you're actually in that situation, but you become codependent. We always saying that devil energy, codependent. We could be codependent and don't even know it. We could be in a toxic. Let me ban him. Boy, get your little thing on. It's little. It ain't nothing.
And the thing about it, we used to fight. Like one time I took him and slung him completely against the wall.
Really?
Yeah, we used to fight. And that's when I'm like, I can't do this no more. You know, couldn't do it no more.
Kick
But at
some
the
stuff.
same time, I've learned what to do to heal my. I had to go through a tower moment, and now
Mhm.
and it's been what, 3 years that I
That's good.
relocated to Texas from Louisiana. So I've been in San Antonio for 3 years.
3 years. Okay, that's good. So you're not dating now?
No,
Okay. Hey, a
no.
queen and two kings. She said a queen and two kings said 3 years max. God dang it, 3 years is all you're gonna get. Three years max. I should be done met you. I should know. But you know what? Like I always say, and this is something that I had to learn. That's why a lot of our old traditions we need to bring back. You remember how guys really used to court you before they got close to you? They used to come in and sit down with your mom and your daddy. They used to talk to you, but now, because in their court time, that's when they're really gonna open up and talk to you. But when you start chasing behind them emotionally, seem like they shut down then. So I feel like a lot of these things can be avoided if we just take our time and proceed with caution here, especially how we know how we be loving.
Yeah, and
Yes, 30 something. It's itty bitty tweeny weeny.
oh my God, I can't believe he did that. That is not good. So I hope you
Yeah,
blocked
and
him.
then he came back up here jacking the little thing off. But whatever, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So Queen of Kings says, you want to come up here? Anybody else want to come up here and chop it up with us? You're welcome to. It says, in the 3 years, I try hard and give so many chances. My patience wears out after 3 years. Yeah. Oh, okay, Joe. You probably scared, Joe.
Well, they need to go up there and chastise that other male that came in the chat doing that.
We need some males in here, but look, sometimes they just, you want to come up here and talk, Augusta Brown, without you. I don't need you to, I don't need you to bring nothing out. Just your handsome face or your avatar.
I'm cooking brown eyes.
What are you cooking?
Some steak meat with some onions and mushrooms and baked potato.
Oh, that sounds good. I hear that. I hear that New Orleans accent. You can come up if you want to. Whoever wants to come up, it's fine. You can. Ooh, that sounds so good. You said baked potato.
Yeah. Take it forever because I got off kind of late.
Yours,
So,
according to Bridget, that's sweet. See, it's like if we be in that Empress and that Emperor energy here, then it's like I can understand you be lonely, but I feel like you're doing a very, very good thing because you're taking your time. You're celibate. You don't have any emotional attachments. You're not bringing any baggage into anything. You're just clear and open to start something beautiful and new. And that's how I feel like. I feel like when you end a relationship. You know how they always say, man, if you want to get over them, go get under somebody else. No, that's
oh
a
no, you can't
lie.
do that. You can't do that because then you haven't cleared that other person's energy from your energy field. You can't do that, you
That's
know.
true.
And I learned about this, I went through my awakening in 2019 and didn't even know what was happening to me.
Mm-hmm.
But then I started seeing certain things and I started looking up things, and that's when I just embraced it. I mean, body changes and all, man. My legs were in pain every day.
Really?
Those growing pains.
Yes.
I couldn't be around certain people for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even fathom to be around my oldest. I came to Texas and I came to live with my grandkids and my son, but I couldn't be there.
Mm-hmm.
So I left and I went stay with my cousin, and it was a relief. But every time they would come and visit, my legs would start hurting, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait till they leave.
Really? So you associated that with what? Being an empath or picking up on other folks' stuff?
It probably was it. Well, which one is? I mean, ain't they all the same? I can't. I mean, it was different because before I left Louisiana, I was going through that. Like my legs were hurting constantly. My body was changing because then I started eating different. I started eating different, which I always eat, you know, healthy and stuff like that, but I just yearned for it more.
Mm-hmm.
So, but my body was changing and everything, and everything just changed. Like I'm not the same person that I was. And most people, they think probably I changed because I came to Texas. No, I was changing before I left Louisiana. It's just that nobody saw me. I was in hermit mode.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I only went to work, to the store if I needed to, and that was it. I would be ready to go in the house. Couldn't wait to get in the house to be by myself.
I guess it's because, usually Scorpios are highly intuitive. You can pick up on energy. You could tell, it ain't even got to say a word. You can feel their energy. And oh, I'm happy you showed your face, honey, because they be up here trying to show their things, girl. It's like, why would we want that? I'm going to bring you up here and you chop it up. You ready, Akia?
Hi.
Hey, beautiful.
Hi. How are you guys?
Fine.
Hi.
Hi. So yeah, the reason why I said like 3 years max is because basically I feel like I've had like three really serious relationships, and it just gets to a point after 3 years and I feel like I'm trying. I feel like I start compromising myself and my
Yes.
morals or standards or
Mm-hmm.
anything. Like with my oldest son's dad, he was a
Mm-hmm.
Scorpio and our relationship was good, but we had
Are you
our
a Scorpio?
sons. Yeah, I'm a Scorpio.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So his birthday is November 8th and mine is November 16th. So we are a lot alike. So we were good on most things because most of the time when we got mad, we just didn't really talk about it. But
Mm-hmm.
it was certain things that I wanted out of the relationship, and he just really wasn't focused on. He was focused more on like school and stuff like that, and I was
Mm-hmm.
focused on family because we had one super fast.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like after 3.5 years, I was like, what's the point? Like, I'm tired of constantly telling you, I'm tired of constantly crying about certain things that I'm saying I want, but you're like, no, 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 wait. So I just had to let that one go,
Mhm.
even though, and when I let it go, he said, you'll never find anybody that love you like I love you. And I was just like, oh, whatever. I was
Oh wow,
21.
that sound like a Scorpio.
Yeah, and it's so crazy because at this point he was right. He was definitely right.
But you
Although I
know what? I understand what you're saying, because sometimes when you expire, when the relationship and its course has expired, it's almost like they're saying to a degree, well, if you're gonna stick around, then you must accept what I'm doing.
yeah, exactly.
Then
Yeah.
it seems like they don't try to change after that. They just do more
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah. That's so true. And it's like I feel like I watched my mom stay with my dad for 10 years. I watched my sister stay with her kid's dad for like for 6 years, and it's just like I watched them. I'm like, how? Like after 3 years, it's just like I'm drained. I'm drained of saying the same thing and
Mm-hmm.
feeling the same thing. It's just like I can't keep. I refused. Like, and my mom, when I got married, that was my second real relationship. I got married. the marriage lasted 6 months because
Oh wow.
it was
Wow.
just like, no, I'm not gonna. I thought that getting married was gonna fix the relationship, which is so silly of me. But I thought it was gonna fix the relationship, but it just he didn't care. He didn't change. He thought I was stuck. He was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, she's stuck, so now
Yeah.
I can do whatever. Now I really can do whatever because I was
Yeah.
already doing whatever before, but now, she's in it." So after 6 months, I said, you a fool because I was a fool to marry you, but you a fool to think I'm gonna stay just because we married. No, my mom was like,
Mhm.
you made that vow in front of God. You need to
Oh
try. I
Lord.
said, you can be unhappy in a relationship. I'm not.
I see Darnell Ruby says, who are Scorpio compatible with? Well, I mean, it seems like it's an individual thing. You can't just say Scorpio's compatible with this and Scorpio compatible with that. Now there are some some signs that may be more relatable to you. Let's say you Scorpio, you water, you're highly intuitive. Then that means Pisces and Cancers. What most people would say that, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be right for you.
No, because I can't stand
It
either
could
one of
be
those signs.
anybody and it still works.
Most people say Scorpios are compatible with Earth signs because,
And,
of course, they need the water. They need the water to grow. Look, my oldest is an Aries, and I'm like, you gonna burn up. You know what? Because I'm not giving you my water. You're
yeah,
not. Y'all gonna burn up.
and
You
that's
know.
what his dad is a Virgo Earth sign, and
Mhm.
yeah, that one he definitely got a hold on me. I did get out after 3 years, like I said, but now it's like that's why I keep on asking you, like, what is better, like a soulmate or a twin flame? Because I don't know why he has such a hold on me, and he's not
Yeah,
good. It is
yeah.
stressing me out because I
Because
don't
he
know
a
what to do.
lesson. He just a lesson, honey. They just a lesson.
Yeah, I'm like, I need to
So
hurry
so
up and
so
learn.
what do you see? What do you see your love life moving forward?
I don't know. I was celibate for 2 years before I started. I got sucked back in with his dad. So I don't know. I just wanna be happy finally for real.
Look, all of you masculines and all you cross watchers, y'all see most of these feminists ain't finna give y'all no play because they tired of the mess. Y'all better get healed, get somewhere healed, or y'all gonna be alone, or y'all gonna be with some low vibrational
Yeah.
bedroom. Because if
I,
you really want something with some substance, then y'all gotta come with it.
that's so
Y'all
true.
making folks stay to themselves because they don't want to put up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I don't. I really don't. This last lesson that I had and still going through it because we're not talking right now. And that was where I came into my celibacy and didn't know him. He didn't know me. We met at a flood cleanup in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That's where I met him at. And it's like, do you really think that you're gonna be able to keep talking to me? You can't do it. You you on your last leg. You're not gonna be able to keep talking to me. So he's comfortable with that, but I'm not. I'm getting to the point where you're gonna stay in Louisiana in despair because you live in a horrible, horrible city. He lives in New Orleans, and you know how it is. Every day you hear something about New Orleans. I can't fathom to keep looking at the news break and opening an ad thinking that I'm gonna see your face on the damn news break.
Mm.
So it's I don't know. I blocked him out of my energy to a point where I like to be at work and when I get home, I don't feel anything. Like I can feel his energy all the time, but I work enough to not feel it.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm trying to become a more of a workaholic, so I can't even like feel anything. So because I'm
Yeah.
so over it.
Real divine healer said these men don't want nor value substance here. because they all damage. You know, men, not all, but most of the masculines, when they look for some type of fulfillment, they go for the flesh. They don't go for the spirit. They go for the temporary quick fix. They're not looking for the longevity, something that's going to heal them and sustain them and take them over. They just want something to help them feel good within the moment. And that's it seems like what most, not all, but what most masculines migrate to. Why the feminine, they doing spiritual work, they healing. You know, they stand to they set, they keeping it on lock. But the men, they just going from person to person to person to person to person. Yeah,
How old is he? How old is your son?
He's 2.5. He's
2?
so busy. Oh my gosh.
I just was my granddaughter too. Oh my God. But what's his name?
Eris.
Aaron.
Want to say hi?
Eris.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
Eris. Hi, beautiful.
This is my teddy bear.
Oh, you got a teddy bear?
Oh my God. I've been drawn to babies and children since I was a child. And I see
Yeah.
beautiful babies every day at my job. And I just love it. I just gravitate to them when I see them.
I was too until I had him. Now I'm like, oh gosh.
Wow, y'all. Joe say he look, Joe done been married a couple of times. So see, it's not always
Taurus.
the masculine. Sometimes it's the feminines that need to heal. He said my
He's
first wife
still,
was a Capricorn, divorced her now with a Taurus. You like them earth signs, huh?
he's still with the earth.
Still with the earth.
That makes sense.
Mommy.
Yeah.
A Taurus is a Scorpio's opposite. So
Yeah, both of them are stubborn and fixed signs.
Well, see, look at here. This one here is a Cap, and my youngest son dad was a Capricorn. I don't know what it is with Capricorns and with me, it seemed like Earth signs. I'm a magnet for Earth signs because my oldest son dad is a Virgo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you know what? I look at it like this: if your person is healed and they did the spiritual work, they're grounded, they know what they want. I feel like anybody can make it work, but
Yeah.
you can't have that mess in you. You can't look. You can't be the only one elevating spiritually, and they not. It's not gonna work with nobody.
yeah,
It's just hard finding someone who is on that same journey as you. Most people are going in different directions here.
yeah. I had a psychic. She told me, or a reader, tarot reader. She told me that the Virgo, my youngest son's dad, he wasn't listening to his guardians. Like they couldn't get through to him to get him on the journey that he needed to get on for us to actually work out. So that's why it just won't work out because he's so stubborn. He think he know everything more than even his guardian angels.
Anybody else want to come up here and chop it up here?
That's
Y'all want
crazy
to come up here?
how they know what they know what they got to do, but they don't want to do it. You know, they know what they have to do, and it scares some of them. For one, it scares them because they don't know what's happening to them.
Yes. Because
They
they
don't
don't
know.
search out all things. Now, it is some powerful spiritual men out here because I ran across a lot of them preaching and teaching things that's really going to edify them. But I mean, you have to look at who are these men trusting in, who are they getting their information from, who are they looking up to? Because if you looking up to someone who dragging women, who disrespectful, they womanizer, they come from broken homes, they didn't have a father figure in their life, and what they were brought up around was very toxic stuff, then it's like the blind lead the blind. And that's pretty much what's going on with these masculines, that they're getting false information from negative, toxic other masculines. Everybody want to be pimps nowadays. And they know they ain't even pimp material.
Well, for the one that he would get certain information from me, like he would he would contact me and we'll talk, and then I don't hear from him because he done sucked up enough information, and then he go research it himself. I know that's what he do because he'll come back and tell me certain things, And I'd be like, and I go ahead and not pretty much been and clarified certain things that he's really trying to figure out. But I already know what you're doing,
Mhm. Let me
So
let Denise got something to say.
Let me go ahead and go so I can go feed my son. Thank you so much for
Okay,
having
thank
me up
you,
here.
darling. Appreciate you, sweetheart.
Bye, guys. Have a
bye.
good
Bye
night.
bye.
You
You
too.
too.
Hello again.
Hello.
Well, I just wanted to say, in reference with the young lady who just left and everything, like she stated about the relationship expiring, and as you were saying, 3 years. That is what I had given it this last go round here. I gave it 3 years because I feel like in 3 years, if the both of you are not growing and moving forward and trying to make something happen, or together build, then get up out of there. One trying and the other one not, just sitting around waiting up, to live off your um, expenses and your hard work and
That's
everything.
right.
Love don't pay no bills, baby. Love do not pay no bills at all.
Show down. You call a light bill and say you love them. See what they do.
And see what you gonna be sitting in the dark.
Yeah.
Oh crap! I ain't got no
But
soda.
what they say, love will make you stay out all night long. Love
All
will make
night
you come
long.
home, but love will also make you get your butt up and go get 2 or 3 jobs if you have to.
Yeah, and and you want to be with someone that, and that's why I say 3 years. You get with that person. Like I said, when you meet a person, you always meet the representative. It's when you
Don't you know?
actually
That's
move
true.
in. It's like it's actually when you move in with that person when no one else is around and it's just you and them, and then they start to get comfortable and they let down their guard, and that's when
Boy.
baby, you see all kinds of shit. You be like,
Yes.
what? And then you have to say to yourself, is this something I'm willing to deal with and put up with?
Right.
Is this
Right.
going to compromise me as an individual, as a Black woman, as a what's the word, empath, all of that?
Yeah.
For real. So
But
3
just like
years
you
tops.
but just like you say, Denise, if we keep that in mind, that when we're meeting people, we're only really meeting their representatives,
That's
because
it.
we're not going to show them all of ourselves. They're meeting our representatives too.
Exactly.
And a lot of times, if you give it time, you're gonna see it. I don't give a crap. You're gonna see signs that
You're
either
gonna
this
see
person
signs.
for you or they're not. Now, usually
Exactly.
you may try to ignore it and have to pay for it in the end, but it's always there. Signs are always here. They're always here.
Always there. Always there. The universe open your eyes and let you see everything if you really
Yes,
want
even
to.
if you don't want to see it, it be slapping you upside your head.
You be sitting there, oh, I don't know why he did that to me. Oh,
Right.
but I love that nigga. Yeah, okay. You
I
might
love
be
him, and
spending.
I love him.
Oh,
Right.
look, okay. You get tired.
That's right. That's
You
true.
get
That's
tired.
true. And you
Hey,
just be wanting them to love you back. But sometimes they're coming from such an emotional damaged way. They used to always say that women are emotionally damaged, but you find you an emotionally damaged man. Oh, sometimes you
woo,
won't never get
baby.
to them. It's
Baby.
like you can't reach them after that.
You hear
They
me?
gone.
And it's a lot of damaged men out here. It really is.
I know.
Well, it's the women too.
That's true.
Both sides.
That's
But
true.
men, they just, when they're damaged, it's very hard to penetrate them.
It's
Really
true.
is.
It's
It really
true.
is. It's like you have to move heaven and earth, and still that
That's
don't
right.
sometimes.
Just for them to open up, because you ain't the one that did it to them. The one in the past did, and they probably started trying to go back to them.
Huh, you hear me? Oh my God! I'd be like,
Yep.
oh my Lord, no, they didn't.
Yep.
Yes. But that's all I had to say, ladies. But yeah,
All right. I appreciate
tell
you
people,
guys. I appreciate you, darling. Anytime, I look forward to talking to you on the next one. And we're going to wrap it up, y'all. I appreciate everyone coming out.
Peace and love, everyone.
So we got the next one due on the 20. I don't know, it's the next Friday. What y'all doing? What y'all doing for the holidays? What y'all doing for y'all birthdays?
I don't know what I'm doing for mine because that next Friday is my birthday.
I'm going out to be fast.
The 28th. Where you going? You gonna be out? I'm finna go out and be fast too. You deserve it.
I've been exercising and all that, baby. I can't wait to put on my dress and my heels.
Hey, I done did a good detox.
Ooh, baby.
Well, because
Yes,
I don't
I'm
know
ready.
nobody out here in San Antonio like that, and I don't have family in
Yeah.
San Antonio, I don't know, when
Yeah.
it comes to going somewhere, going out like that or whatever. I haven't been out for a long
I
time.
haven't been out since COVID, not to no spot, not to no club. I go places, but not to no spot. But I want to be fast, so I'm gonna go shoot some pool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be
And
fast.
you know what, ladies? I love the little juke joints. Oh my
Me
God.
too.
I
The hole
I
in the
love me a little
wall.
juke joint. Oh my God.
Hey, you gonna go in the hole in the wall, Denise and Mitra. You might run into a couple of sugar daddies.
I just love the energy that they
They
have
look,
in
they
there.
have
It's
the
just
best fried chicken and the best fried fish.
they do. They
And you
do.
probably ain't gonna have to buy nothing. All you gotta do is look cute.
Oh no, you don't have to buy nothing, baby. You just sit there and look pretty.
Hey, make sure you put your clip on your shirt. Let them know, hey, it's my birthday. Add something to it.
Will do. Well, you ladies are beautiful. Have a blessed night and
You
wonderful
too,
weekend
darling.
as well. All right, take care.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you, Scorpios. Happy, beautiful, abundant. Look, I know I'm gonna see y'all before your birthday, but I know today's the 21st. So if I don't talk to you to the next live, I know your birthday, some of you guys' birthdays are gonna come up here. Just remember, Scorpio, you are the magician. You only get what you settle for. If you feel like your situation is not a good situation, remember you are the one that can change your situation. You are in control of your reality. And I don't give a crap how dark it may be. I don't care where you have been in your life. You can move forward successfully, victoriously, if you just stand in your power as a magician, Scorpio. Scorpio, it's harvesting time. It's all about you. So you might as well go on and flex and stunt and go on and flop your ass
What
up.
you said? What you
And
said?
just do you. I mean, if you can't stunt on your birthday, when can you stunt on your birthday? I'm just saying.
Come on, Scorpios, come on, let's do this.
I love you guys so much. You guys have an awesome evening, and I will talk to you in the next Scorpio live chat. Love you
Good
guys.
night.
Bye bye.
Bye.